I've got this sweet 90s Nike Air shirt. I'm ready to talk about Air, the movie about how Nike landed Michael Jordan. Hey everyone, this is David Stark from Watch Your Pass. I got my 90s Nike Air shirt. I've got my Nike running shoes. I'm ready to talk about Air, a new film coming to theaters on April 5th, 2023 that details how Nike landed Jordan to launch the Air Jordan line and kind of transform their basketball shoe business from a nothing to what it is now. It's an interesting film. It's a funny film, and it talks about Jordan, who many consider the GOAT. Is this film the GOAT of 2023? I don't know, but I really liked it. My hot take is, look, I think you should definitely watch it. It is just a great kind of like time capsule of a film. It really makes you feel like you're transported back there, but the characters and the writing and the humor are so fun and so interesting. It is a wild ride. It's also an entertaining ride. And it's also interesting to look back and see what Nike was like in the 80s before their basketball shoe line became actually a thing. So I'm going to tell you a little more about the film, a few things I liked. There really wasn't anything I didn't like about it. I'm not really doing any spoilers because it's a true story. It's about how Nike launched the Air Jordan line. So you kind of know what happens already. So in Air, you have the story of how Nike kind of pursued and tried to get a young basketball phenom, Michael Jordan, to sign with them for a shoe deal. And it is a very different world than it was now. And you can definitely tell that from the way that this film starts. But at that time, there were kind of two major players in the shoe market for basketball shoes. There was Converse and Adidas, and Nike really wasn't a thing, which is kind of surprising given, what they are now. The film focuses on a young Nike employee, Sonny Vaccaro, who is like this basketball guru, and he gets in his head that Jordan is going to change their company. And so the film is all about him trying to convince this company that didn't really have a presence in basketball that they needed to put everything behind Jordan. And does he do it? Well, you kind of know what happens in the film, but it is a very interesting story to watch. So things I liked about this movie. The first, like the world building. Like, look, it was fun to kind of start off with all these 80s commercials, all these 80s products, feel like you are transported back into this time, and they do a really good job. Like, there's so many 80s references. The cars look right, the kind of world looks right, some of the commercials and some of like the pop culture references were spot on and really kind of felt like it transported you back there. And I really loved just kind of like how this film becomes like a time capsule of sorts to kind of like give you a look into this strange time period that wasn't that long ago, but feels like it was a very long time ago. The second thing I loved are the characters, and this is kind of part cast and part characters. The people in this film are all very kind of interesting and quirky. And I don't know if that is like who they are. It might have been because Nike is kind of a quirky company, especially back in the days when they were smaller and kind of like this upstart in Beaverton, Oregon. Or if that is just the fantastic cast that they had, which were amazing. Like the cast here was spectacular, and everyone got to play these quirky, fun characters. You have Chris Tucker, who's like a fast-talking ex-basketball player who is there to kind of like help with drum up business and help to kind of like make the talent feel comfortable. You've got Sonny Vaccaro, who's this like basketball guru who is a little awkward, but he definitely knows the game and not great with the people skills, but good with basketball. You've got Ben Affleck as Phil Knight, who is a Nike kind of founder and a very quirky personality, and I think he does a good job kind of like playing that. You have all sorts of fun characters throughout, and they are just really a blast to see. And it keeps introducing new characters throughout. Like, just when you thought you met the cast, a new person will walk in, and it's like some actor that you love playing this very different role. And that was definitely how it was kind of like an ensemble cast, even though it didn't really bill itself as an ensemble cast. And the last thing I loved is the writing. Like, this is a very well-written film. It's funny, it has a lot of heart, it has some very sharp writing. Like, the lines are great. Like, everything feels right for this movie. It feels like it kind of skirts that line between like a true story, but then also making it entertaining. And that is a testament to everything involved, but the writing does a really good job of that as well. So I don't know if the actual process to get Jordan was this entertaining, but in the movie, it is a really, really entertaining thing to see. So I definitely think you should check it out. That is Air. It comes to theaters on April 5th, 2023. And thanks so much for watching. If you liked this review, please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a lot. Make sure all my new content goes straight to you. Thank you.